Hey Hastings, you probably recognize this super important lady next to me. I'm here today with Mayor Mary. Are you excited for cooking today?
Sarah, I have to be honest. And people, if they know me, they know I don't cook, I don't bake. So at my ripe age, I am super excited to do these recipes with you because they are a little nostalgic for me.
Well, I told Mary before we got started today that we're just gonna combine ingredients and make them taste good. So Hastings, get ready. They're about to come into your living room. So we're gonna tackle your mother's banana bread recipe. And why did you pick this recipe?
Well, my mother's been gone many years, and I have 3 other sisters.
Okay.
2 of my other sisters have tried numerous times, and it's just
Can't
not
quite get
there.
it. Yes.
I'm thinking it was just my mother's love. You know how they say you have to have love in a recipe? Well, not that theirs isn't good. It's always very tasty.
So we're gonna get started based off of the recipe that you do have, and we'll hope that we'll have some HCTV magic and see how it goes.
I'm sure it'll be great.
So we're gonna start with 1 cup of sugar, and on the recipe it said that you had to put the ingredients in the order on the recipe card. So here's hoping.
I love that. See, I didn't.
See?
I wouldn't know that.
And then to that, we need a 1/2 cup of shortening. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my scraper, I'm gonna pop this apart into a couple pieces. Now, this was totally different from my banana bread recipe because the next thing it said was to add the 2 eggs and then stir it. So I'll let you start mashing and stirring all together and see if we can get
Really?
it to yeah, that was what it said on the card. So doesn't that look delicious? This is a family memory that you treasure, shortening eggs and sugar.
Well,
Well, there'll be more. There'll be more.
yes, for sure.
Yes.
Well, what's interesting is no one ever helped my mom
Ah, so
in
she
the
was
kitchen. Maybe my sisters got to do the dishes.
got it,
But
but that
nope.
was the extent of it.
That was kind of it.
Yeah. Well, it'll be very interesting to see how the flavor compares once we get it all put together.
This is true.
Yep. Well, and then as we start to combine this, we also need to add 3 ripe bananas. So we were talking before we started filming of the very different ways we ripen our bananas. So you said you leave yours on the counter to get nice and dark, right? And with us, I have always done it in the oven. So I will take 3 bright yellow bananas, I'll put them in a 300-degree oven, 15 minutes, it'll get nice and dark on one side, I'll flip it over, another 15 minutes, and then it is ready, steady, good to go. And I don't have to worry about any of my little bonus fruit fly friends coming along to the party.
Exactly. Yes.
So I will let you scrape the bananas. Whoop, I guess they wanted to join before you were ready.
Okay.
So we want that last little bit of banana.
Mix her in.
Mix her in. We're starting to get that banana goodness.
I can smell it. I can smell the bananas.
And then her recipe also said 3 tablespoons of soured milk. So I don't know if she was someone that decided to just let the milk sour naturally on its own, but we have just milk, and to those 3 tablespoons, I made it more like 2.5 tablespoons and then did lemon juice to sour the milk for that last 1/2 tablespoon.
Really?
Yep, and then
Okay.
it'll get it going. If you do this at home, then you just need to let it sit for about 10 minutes in order for it to fully sour.
Okay.
So now I'll dump that, and you can keep getting your spinning and sliding
Yes.
around over there. And then we also have a teaspoon of baking soda. So
Okay.
we'll add that one.
Okay.
And then we have 2 cups of flour. Now this is when we'll really start to get that bread vibe going. There you go. We're almost there.
Okay.
And
really?
now, yeah, you're almost
that easy?
It's that easy. So you can't.
Whoops.
That's all right. But yeah, then once we get the flour incorporated in, then all we need is 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then that's the whole bread recipe of your mom.
Serious?
Yeah. Because see, you had this recipe, you weren't willing to risk it, and
Nope.
your mom would be so proud of you right now baking
She's
her.
probably watching and saying, you need to spin it harder. You need to be doing this. You need to do this.
You need to do that. You need to do this. But no, it's starting to look really nice.
Really?
Yeah, you're almost there. I have
Okay.
faith in you. And then I'll just top in that
Okay.
baking powder. So this recipe, once we have it all combined, is going to go into a greased loaf pan. It makes 1 loaf of banana bread, and we'll put it into a preheated 300.
This makes 1 loaf?
1 loaf.
Really?
Yep, 1 loaf. And so we're gonna put it into a preheated 350-degree oven, and then we're gonna check it at about 50 minutes. If it's still a little gooey with the toothpick test, then we will add some more time to it. There you
I
go.
need more muscles.
See, you didn't know how physically fit your mother was.
No, I didn't.
And there you go, perfectly combined. We'll add that into the pan and we'll pop it in the oven.
Unbelievable.
So chicken salad, and this looks like it can feed quite a crowd with the amount of ingredients we have here. So what's the backstory on this chicken salad?
Again, just one of my mom's favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, anytime we went anywhere, please bring your chicken salad. So it was like, okay.
All right.
And there was never a recipe.
Got it.
So it was very interesting when I reached out to my sister to say, hey, can I have mom's chocolate? I always just watched her make it.
So we'll see how
we
close
created
this is.
it, yes, and I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
All right. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the dressing for your chicken salad. So this is 1 cup of sour cream,
Okay,
and then we're going to add 1 cup of Miracle Whip,
okay.
and I'll let you finish scooping that one in. I got faith. It's all right. We'll get you a towel. We'll get you a towel.
You had to have
Here.
one little.
Isn't this? Aren't you? Oh, there you go. Let's just fling it everywhere. Make the most of it. If you're gonna make a mess, make one worth cleaning up.
That's right. It's artist, right?
Yeah.
Aren't we being artists when
exactly.
we bake and
Yeah.
cook and?
And then we're gonna do 1 cup of mayo,
Okay.
and then to that, it was very specific in the recipe that your sister got you, where you needed 2 tablespoons of Beaumonde seasoning, but it must be Spice Island brand.
Okay.
So there you go. I'll let you stir.
Well, I'm glad you listened because I probably wouldn't be able to live if it wasn't that ingredient.
that specific one. I'll let you stir all that
Okay.
up together.
Oh, it smells wonderful.
Well, then we're gonna start getting it all fancied up in chicken salad. So we've gotten here 5 cups of chicken, and the recipe didn't say if it was supposed to be light meat or dark meat, so I went with light meat. We'll see what happens.
It works.
So we've got 5 cups of chicken,
Oh my.
and looking at this, we might have to upgrade and get another bowl. Because this feeds a crowd, let me tell you.
Sure.
Because it also said you needed 1 large box of shells,
Okay.
which is also this whole colander of pasta.
Okay.
And then we still have 3 more ingredients to add.
Uh-oh.
So let's see how full we get. And then we might take a time out and we'll do a dramatic cutaway to get a bigger bowl if we need to.
I think we'll be good. Maybe
See.
not.
We'll see.
Oh my.
Yep. So we had to cook the pasta ahead of time, and we also had to bring it down and chill it in the refrigerator first.
It might just take a little more time.
There we go.
Feeding it in,
Yeah, you
right?
just have to
Is that the
gently-
terminology?
folding it in, but you know.
Oh, folding.
Yep.
Feeding, folding.
Feeding, folding, whatever you want to do.
Okay, it's starting to look like it.
Look like it? Yeah, and then we'll get some color.
That's
with it,
right.
too. And then this is when you get to really flaunt your skills in Hastings with cutting the celery.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Sure.
So with this, what we're gonna do is we're also going to add 1 cup of celery, 1 cup of red pepper, and 1 cup of red onion. And the notes in the recipe said you could do a red pepper or a green pepper. Either would work just fine. So apparently your mom chose
I
whatever.
think she always
could
did
find.
red for color,
Okay.
to be
gotcha.
honest, knowing her.
All right, that looks pretty gosh darn good.
Yeah, it's getting there.
So I will give you a cutting board your celery and a knife. And then also, this bowl is actually 1 cup sized, so you can cut enough celery to fit into this bowl. And
Okay.
then once it's full, you can.
You trust me with this big knife?
I do.
Really?
Or do you want this baby one?
Thank you.
There you go.
Just being honest.
Yep.
Just being honest.
So when I was at the grocery store, I looked for a red pepper that has 1, 2, 3, 4 parts on the bottom, because that's a girl pepper and it's gonna be sweeter. If it has 3, it's a boy.
Serious?
Serious.
Is that with green as well?
Green, red, yellow, all of them.
I never knew that.
Yep.
I'm sure most people did not.
That's not just a fun little factoid people don't carry around in their back pocket.
I would never have known.
I was gonna say, you're hoping not?
However, and again, wonderful tool.
Aren't they nice and sharp for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that makes life so much easier.
Yeah, it's worth it to get sharpened knives and
It's
to
like-
get your knives resharpened if necessary.
It's like having a sharpened shears for cutting hair. It just makes it so much more
and
fun.
You would be the expert.
Well, I do that as well.
Yes. Do you think that's a well-known thing in Hastings, or do people think mayor's your full-time job?
I think a lot of people thought I've quit to become mayor,
Gotcha.
but I'm still working.
So
Sometimes 5 days a week.
So for the people that don't know, what is the name of your hair salon?
MDK Design for Hair.
There you go.
And I have been doing hair for 45 years. And I have owned my salon for 40.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's impressive.
I started when I was 4. So
You just do
we
whatever.
don't want to disclose my true age,
There you go.
do we?
No,
Come on,
no,
Sarah.
no.
Lighten up.
I thought you started in the womb to be really productive.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Get a jump on your competition and start in the
That's
womb.
right. I do really enjoy. I really enjoy doing hair,
Nice.
and I continue to say, you know what? It's really a good balance when I'm doing my mayor job and then I do
Yep.
my hair job. Sometimes I do my mayor job in the morning and I do hair at night.
Oh.
And it's just a nice balance.
Well, and you know
For me.
what the best part is? Now, when people come in to get their hair cut, they can ask you for cooking tips.
Right? I never thought of it.
Yeah, see?
And I will have to say, people really respect me whichever chair I'm in.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, if they're in my hair chair, we don't really talk about city stuff.
business.
And when I'm at my city job, they don't really say, hey, do you got a haircut appointment tomorrow?
Gotcha.
That type of thing. So I appreciate that.
Gotcha.
That way I can focus on whatever
Whichever
whatever
hat you
I'm
have on.
doing.
Yep.
Yes,
Gotcha.
so for sure.
All right, so you can dump your 1 cup of celery in.
Okay.
And I will add my 1 cup of red peppers.
Okay, and look we're gonna be in the same bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Oops.
I'll get some of this.
We got a little
fruit-
bit of Christmas going on here.
Yeah. Now we'll just change it all up and bring in our red onion.
Okay. Yes, looks wonderful.
Well, that's good
I have kind of goosebumps going through my whole body.
because it looks familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you're not in your hair salon, I'm going to go back into the mayor mode. Any kind of crazy big deal Hastings things on your radar right now, or anything fancy pants?
Many things are actually going on. Of course, everybody probably knows that the Confluence is
Yep.
nearing its end of construction and opening, and we're all waiting for that,
Yes.
of course. But
And maybe we'll be lucky and this will be on the air and it'll be open. Wouldn't that be exciting?
ooh, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Yes. But anyway, if anybody is traveling downtown and just seeing, it really is looking
Beautiful. Yeah, agreed.
It really is. As they say, patience is a virtue, and It's taken a long time, but at the end of the day, I think it's just going to be
Fantastic.
so beautiful
Yeah.
for our community. It's going to be another place to stay,
Yep.
another source for tourism to come in. And
Well, and I can't believe how many people have told me that they just want to get a night there, even if they live in town, just to see what it's all about.
I agree. I was hoping they were going to be open for Rivertown Days so I could just stay there the weekend and I didn't have to worry about
going back
getting
and
in
forth.
my car. Yeah, but there's a lot of things going on. Even Thursday nights is music down at the Rotary Pavilion, and that's just so fun
Sorry, my eyes are gonna go in a
to
second.
see. And the last Thursday night when the crowd was there, and we had like 32 vendors.
Oh, wow.
Which is really cool for the Alley Marketway.
Yes.
And
that's super fun.
it's
I've been to that a
so
lot of
cool.
times.
It's
Yes.
so, just to know that we have this in our community and it's all free.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll have to say a plug for the Ruth and George Doffing Fund and Smeads and Ardent Mills. These sponsors, we couldn't do all these beautiful programs without them.
Yep.
And it's just so nice to be able to add a little extra dollars to
Sure.
to that financial point. And oh my goodness, doesn't this look good?
Doesn't it look, or does it look like
It
chicken salads of
does.
days gone by?
It does.
Well,
it's very nostalgic.
I am impressed.
Well-
And I think it's time to compare chicken salad and banana bread, and let's see if we measure up to your mom, which we won't, but it would be exciting if it's close.
Okay, I'm with you. So just to add to it, what she would do to kind of dress it up is she would take little parsley sprigs, and then she would hard boil eggs and cut them on the top.
Oh, man.
And it was really a beautiful, fun summer, salad to
Nice.
take to picnics and stuff.
All right, so let's take a look, Hastings, and see how we did.
Okay.
So I'd say your mom would be very proud of you.
Oh,
Because these look pretty delicious and I'm excited to taste them. So do we want to go banana bread first or chicken salad? What do you want to try first?
I think chicken salad.
Okay.
Because you got to go from one to, that's kind of a dessert.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, let's see what you think. You go
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Let's see if we mastered.
see if we mastered it.
Yes, did you master the mom chicken salad?
Well,
So we'll see too. We got the right flavoring going on? Because I have not tried this before. Oh, it's a slow motion chew.
it's very good. It's very tasty.
I would be excited to have this at a picnic.
I think she would say we did really good. Mm-hmm.
It's very delicious.
And I have to say, I think it is the
The Beaumonde seasoning that I drove 45 minutes to get for you.
I think it has to.
See,
it's it.
See, when a recipe's that good and it's sold out in Hastings, I'm willing to venture
There
for
you go.
No,
It's very, very good.
it is very delicious. So
Sarah, it's awesome.
it was worth agreeing to go on a cooking show if you
really
don't cook.
was. It really was.
All right, so we also.
Here's going to be the true taste test.
I was
right
gonna
here.
say this is the one that no one's been able to master. So we'll see, and we'll put the butt on my plate. That's what I always called it, the butt of the bread. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be, but
It's probably my favorite.
oh, that's your favorite part?
Yeah. Well, let's share it.
Well, I was gonna say I don't like that part.
The texture is good.
Okay, it meets the cut so far. All right, so we've got a lot of little banana pieces in there. It looks pretty
Yeah,
good so
it's beautiful.
far.
Yep.
All right, does it taste like it or not? It's okay if it doesn't. It's pretty close.
It's very good.
It's very close.
It's very good. She always had the moisture, but the crispier crust, and that's kind of what you miss. The soft texture with
Yep.
the crunchy.
Yep.
It's very tasty. Yes.
Good. Well, I'm
I
glad
cannot believe
that you did this.
it's so good. Yes, it's very good. Yes.
Good deal. Well, and I think a lot of times people don't realize that if you bake it in a metal pan versus a glass pan, you can't get a crispy crust in a glass pan, I've found anyway. So maybe that was part of it too.
It was always a metal pan.
Always a metal. See, then I did it right with using my metal one because
Yeah.
I figured you get a good
It's
crust.
really.
Wow, I can't wait for you to blow your family away with this. So remember, Hastings, the apron's optional.
But the flavor isn't.
So remember, Hastings, the apron's optional, but the flavor isn't.
I knew what I was going to blurt and I wanted.